The rain started just after midnight. Ethan had always laughed at the stories people told about Jeff the Killer. Every year, someone at school claimed they had seen a pale face at a window or heard a whisper in the dark saying, "Go to sleep." It was nonsense. At least, that's what Ethan thought as he sat alone in his room, scrolling through old creepypasta forums. Outside, thunder rattled the glass. A new message appeared on the screen. "Have you checked your hallway?" The username was blank. No profile picture, no history. He typed back, "Very funny." A second message appeared instantly. "I'm standing there right now." A chill crawled up his spine. The hallway outside his bedroom was dark. The door was open just enough for him to see the empty corridor beyond. Nobody was there. Ethan rolled his eyes and closed the chat window. Then he heard a soft scrape, something moving across the floor. From the hallway, he looked up. Another scrape, closer. His stomach tightened. "Ethan," he called. "Dad?" No answer. The house was silent except for the rain. He stood and stepped into the hallway. The darkness seemed thicker than usual. His parents' room was at the other end. The door was closed. "Dad?" Nothing. Then he noticed something. A wet footprint. Just one, in the middle of the carpet, as if someone had stepped out of the shadows and vanished. Ethan backed into his room and slammed the door. His heart hammered. He grabbed his phone. No signal. The Wi-Fi was gone too. Then his computer monitor flickered back on by itself. Words appeared across the screen. "Look under the bed." Ethan froze. Every instinct screamed not to. Slowly, he turned toward the bed. The darkness underneath looked endless. He knelt. His hands trembled. He lowered his head just enough to peek beneath. At first he saw nothing. Then two enormous eyes opened. Not under the bed. Behind him, a voice whispered directly into his ear. "Found you." Ethan spun around. A pale face hovered inches from his own, skin white as paper. A carved smile stretching from cheek to cheek. Black, sunken eyes that reflected no light. Jeff the Killer. Ethan screamed and stumbled backward. Jeff didn't move. He simply stood there, smiling, watching. The room suddenly felt smaller. The shadows gathered around the corners like living things. "You weren't supposed to look away," Jeff said softly. His voice sounded wrong, as if several people were speaking at once. Ethan ran. He burst from his room and sprinted down the stairs. Behind him came slow footsteps. Not chasing, following, patient. He reached the front door, locked. His shaking fingers fumbled with the deadbolt. The footsteps continued. 1 step, 2 steps, 3. Ethan finally yanked the door open and stumbled into the rain. Lightning flashed. The yard was empty. No footsteps. No Jeff. Nothing. Then another lightning bolt illuminated the street. Dozens of pale faces stood in the darkness, all smiling, all watching. And in the center of them stood Jeff. His grin widened. "Go to sleep." The lights throughout the neighborhood went out at once. The darkness swallowed everything. Ethan's scream was the last sound anyone heard before the rain drowned it away. The next morning, police found the front door standing open, except for one message scratched into Ethan's bedroom wall. He looked under the bed.